Hi, I'm Craig Jones.
And I'm Devin Jones.
We are a father-son review team.
Sorry.
We are a father-son review team, and we saw BRIGHTBURN over the weekend. It's kind of like an evil flip side. It's like Superman on the evil side of the game.
Yeah.
Like if Superman was evil. Same story, but if he was evil. Let me talk to the parents. And you can, chime in if you feel like it. Parents, don't take your kids to see BRIGHTBURN.
Don't.
It's extremely gory, extremely violent. It's scary. It would scare the crap out of little kids.
Yeah.
It's like moody scary. It's not at all. It's some jump scares,
I mean,
but
I would
it's
call
more
this
just a creepy person in the background. It will scare the life out of a little kid. Do not take your kids to see this movie.
I would call this a horror movie.
It is a horror movie.
Yeah.
Don't take your kids to see this movie.
Nah.
Okay. Listen, we're not even going to get into what specifics of the gore. This is not
disgusting.
for children. He and I have talked because I'm his dad, and we've talked many times about
I know all the stuff about violence and all
what's
that.
real and what's not, and he knows it's not real.
Yeah.
And me being in the business myself, when he was little, I used to tell him how they made stuff and how they make things look a certain way. So, yeah, but
Don't take your kids to this. You may see it and be like if you're a mom or something, and you're seeing like a kid's parent, like a young kid's parent, and you see a trailer and you only see like a snippet of it, and you're like, oh, it's a new superhero movie. But guess I better take my kid to it. He's gonna love this. One of them new Marvel movies.
no, it's because all women talk like this. Boy, knock that off.
I said parent the second time. Sorry.
Right. Yeah, I know some dudes be talking like that, but no women.
But
yeah, it's not. Do not take your kids to see the movie.
nah, like them kids probably be throwing up from grossness at the gore, and then they'll be like crying their eyes out for like months. These kids, no, don't take.
They will definitely not want to sleep in their own bed after seeing BRIGHTBURN.
If you're trying to have some alone time, just have a nice, quiet sleep. You ain't gonna get it.
Yeah,
don't
it's
take
not
your
gonna
kids to
happen.
this.
So there you had. That's the parents' guide. Don't take your kids to see this movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
he's 12. He's almost 13. It depends on your kid. If your kid can handle gory stuff, it's all right. But
This is actually my first horror movie. Well, I mean, it depends on what you call a horror movie.
we'll call it the first R-rated horror movie you've seen. Because he
Like-
wanted to see it, and I was like, I looked online to see what was in it, and I'm like, okay, I guess we can deal with that.
And
But
I mean,
anyway, that's
I
enough.
wasn't scared.
That's enough with the parents' guide. Let's talk about the movie itself. This movie, I think there was a lot of potential to be had in the
yes, there
movie.
was.
The problem is there's just not enough story, man. It's like an outline of a story. I kept waiting for, I wanted to know more about what was going
Yeah,
on.
if they had like added another 30 minutes or something to this movie, it could have been better.
It's very short. It's like an hour and a half.
Yeah, you're not in there for very long.
And the problem that I had with it is like, I feel bad saying this because it's actually pretty well made. It's beautifully acted.
Yeah, like in like some of the very first scenes.
I'm still talking, man.
know.
Just wait.
We're talking as a partner.
But I gotta get my point out because I'm old and I'll lose my train of thought. The problem I had with it is that it's. See, I forgot what I was gonna say, man. No, I think what it was is just that it would be going along fine and acting was great and everything. It's very well made. That's why I feel bad saying that I'm not really kind of recommending it because it's extremely well made, but there's just not enough there. I guess I just wanted to know more of what was going on. It just kind of like, okay, this happens, done. And that's the movie they wanted to make, then they did a good job. But I kind of needed a little more. So for me, I'm going to have to say it's a misfire. Because I think there's a lot of good stuff there. And I feel bad saying that. I feel weird saying that. I think this is the first time I've ever really been like this with a review. The movie's well made. It's well paced. It's well acted. It's even kind of well written, but it's underwritten. There's nothing. I don't have anything there to. I don't care about what's going on because I don't know enough to care about what's going on. But it is effective, so I'll say it's for what it is. It's a well-made movie. It's a decent movie, but I'm gonna call it a misfire because there just wasn't enough substance there for me. But I'm saying that fully admitting that it is a well-made, well-paced, well-acted movie. And I hear that it was like very, very low budget, so they really maybe they did what they could afford, you know. But
Yeah.
I just needed more, and I didn't get it. But it's should I call it a misfire? I don't know, man. It might be worth the popcorn, but I'm gonna stick with misfire just because, like, it's a misfire, but almost there, you know. So that's how I look at it. You go ahead.
Okay, so this movie, I mean, like, I low-key had high hopes. At least I did for a while. I was, like, talking to my friends and stuff. We were like, yeah, that looks awesome. We gotta go see that.
I thought it looked good, too.
Yeah, like, the trailers look good. The kid's a good actor. He fits this role. Like, that kid's scary.
He's great.
It's all the roles are good. Good acting. Towards, like, the very beginning of the movie, I was like, this cinematography is dope. Like, there's a lot of, like, there was, like, a pan shot going up, and it was cool. It was a good movie.
The parents are really good, too. They're good actors.
Yeah. It was a good movie, but it wasn't.
Exactly. That's how I kind of felt.
So, I mean, like, I feel like my rating's gonna have to be a misfire.
That's too bad, man, that we both gave it a misfire.
Like, I was thinking, like, when we were leaving the theater out, you know, I was thinking it's probably gonna be worth the popcorn, but it's just doesn't have enough story to it.
It's not quite there.
It's like, I feel like certain stuff they drew out too long. Instead, they could have shortened some things and then had more story. Or just made the movie longer.
Yeah.
Like, certain stuff, like when the kid starts killing people, like, he doesn't, like, they don't show you him, like, getting into it or nothing. They just immediately, you see him there wearing his cape and his mask and nothing. They don't show you him, like, this looks cool, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, it doesn't build. You don't really know where the...
Yeah. Like, you see him...
Where all that stuff comes from. He's just, boom, he's just
evil. Like, you
evil.
see him, like, draw the ideas down and stuff in his notebook, and, like... Okay.
Yeah, because you know what? It's like we didn't get to know him well enough to know why he was drawing this stuff. And I think it could have been a really good movie, but it just...
It's like, I mean, my assumption is that the mask and all that and the cape came from a blanket because he has a red blanket in his room, but that's just something that you just see. They don't explain it. They don't explain why he's even wearing a mask. Like...
they probably don't have to, but it would be nice, you know, just you
just
never got to
something.
Yeah, you got to know the parents, but you didn't get to know that kid.
Yeah, like
and I need to get to know the kid a little bit.
Like
man.
For the main character of this movie,
I don't think he is the main character. I think the parents are I think the mom is the main character of the movie. Yeah.
But yeah, for a really important character in the movie, one that's but he's you just don't know the kid.
Right.
It's just...
But he's good.
He's a good actor, don't get me wrong. Like,
yeah, he's good in the movie.
I pretty much agree with everything Dad said earlier. Like, essentially, we're on the exact same page with this movie.
Right.
There's some scenes where, like, it's creepy, and you're like, oh, snap, what's going to happen? Then you're like, ah. I mean, surprisingly, I didn't get jumped by any of the jump scares.
Right. Well, and I guess we can say this. If you just want to go see a mindless... superhero movie where the dude is just killing people.
A mindless, gory,
then go see the movie because you're gonna enjoy it. If you just want to see some tension and because it is well done, man. You know, so if that's all you're looking for, then you'll like the movie. I just kind of would like a little bit more,
and
a little more story.
The deaths are like gruesome, slow, and agonizing, and the kid loves seeing it. Like the kid's sitting there like, yeah. He's like Michael Myers up in here tilting his head, enjoying his work.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
They are some gruesome deaths. Yeah.
But there's only like 2. I mean, no. Hold up.
There's stuff.
There's 4, but one of them you don't actually like see. It's weird.
But it's gross.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah, it's gross.
All of them are gross.
Brutally violent. Yes.
3 of them are gross.
Yeah. But yeah, and I know that you and your brother, his brother came with us. He's 16, and the brother was like, you know, the parents so stupid. Why does mom still love this kid when he's obviously evil?
I was thinking the same thing. Like, I understand why she would,
because
but like...
it's really difficult though when you're a parent and your kid, you don't want to admit that your kid is a monster, you know.
But like the thing is, that rang true for me.
That rang true for me.
Cause like, I mean, like I would understand that if he was just like a normal serial killer, but he's a freaking alien.
Yeah, he's an alien.
Like you don't. They have no idea what this kid was sent down for.
It doesn't matter. She loves him. She raised him. He was a baby. That was her baby, you know.
I understand, but I mean...
Oh, I wonder, man, because, like, if you just all of a sudden start eating forks and, like, slaughtering chickens, I don't know, man.
But you know I'm not an alien.
Yeah, but
you know, if you shot me in the face,
I still don't think I could totally write you off because you're my boy. I love you. I'd be like, nah, that's my boy. He wouldn't kill all these chickens. We could just go to KFC. He wouldn't kill all these dang chickens.
But I mean, like,
spoilers. He kills a bunch of chickens.
Yeah,
you don't see it's off. It's off screen. I ain't ruining nothing.
Yeah.
But
I mean, like, cause like some stuff happens and she knows that her boy's killing some dudes.
Well, she didn't know till.
Okay,
we got to stop because we're like.
Yeah.
No, she didn't want to believe it.
Yeah,
so that's not spoiling anything. She didn't want to believe it. It took her a long time to get to the point where she would believe it was really happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, I mean, there's cold hard evidence.
But I thought the reveal of it when she did, you know, what finally made her find out, I thought was well done. It's a well-made movie, you know.
And the line that the kid says towards the end of the movie, like.
Maybe we should give it worth the popcorn because it is well made, but
yeah, like
Nah, it's still misfired.
I like this movie, but it's just not good enough. It just needs more. If they had a better budget and they could make the movie longer and do all this stuff, then it'd be cool.
Right. But I don't know. I think they wrote it that way, though. I think they didn't want to put in a whole bunch of...
Because, like, I don't need, like, full-on, like, Superman-style movie, like, story. I don't need all that. I just need at least some explanation.
Just a little more, I guess.
Essentially, you just see the kid, starts hearing voices, and he starts killing people. Like, they don't tell you any reasoning. They don't say anything about his race. It's just...
Yeah, there's nothing, man. He's just... And maybe they want there to be a sequel, but it was pretty empty when we were in the theater, so I don't know if we're going to get one, man.
I mean, I don't know if they'd be able to make a sequel.
They can make a sequel.
Yeah, and one thing is that, like, at the credits... I'm not gonna spoil any of the scenes. I'll talk about the song. So, like, I like the song that they play. Billie Eilish, Bad Guy, like, she's cool. She's a good artist and all that, but I don't like that song for this movie. I did.
I liked it.
It's like, it fits, but it takes me out of it. Because the whole movie, because the ending, it's super dark. And you're like, dang, like, this kid's evil. Then they're like,
I liked it, though. I thought it worked.
I didn't like it.
And I don't know that artist or that song, but I was like, you know, I kind of liked it.
The song's fine. I like the song, but I just don't think it fits.
The one thing we disagree on, I thought the song worked.
Yep.
Because it was so odd, such an odd choice, and it's such an odd movie. It fit for me. I was good.
Well,
you know, it was all right. Okay, but other than the song at the end, I just.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's so much here. There's potential, but it just didn't. For us, it just didn't pull it off.
Yeah.
You know, and we're kind of sad about it because it is so.
I had some hopes for this movie. I wanted to see it.
It's good. The actors are good. The dad I thought was really good. You know.
He was.
And I can't remember her name, but she's in every dang movie. The mother, she's excellent in everything she's in.
Yeah, she's a good actor.
She can do everything. She's comedy and straight stuff. She's awesome.
Yeah, but I don't think I've ever seen the kid.
He looked familiar to me, but I don't know. We'll have to look him up. I've never seen him. He was good.
He was good.
I mean, with what they gave him to do, he didn't have a lot of lines. Yeah, the evil kid doesn't have a lot of lines in the movie. He's just kind of there, man. It's like...
Yeah, when the kid...
You give my man something to do?
Yeah, when the kid's supposed to be happy, he genuinely seems like a family-friendly happy dog. When he's, like, getting angry and killing people, like, you're like, this kid's disturbed.
Yeah.
The kid did a good acting.
Like, you know what? That's what it is. There's no arc for him. There's no character arc for him. He's just instantly evil. And then that's it.
Yeah, you don't see him, like, start to become evil, like, slowly... No, he's straight going into killing fools.
Right.
Like, you don't see him, like look at a dead squirrel awkwardly or something. Nah, he just starts...
Dude, I'm kind of, like, worried that you're coming up with... That's very effective, but... Dude.
I'm not crazy.
You start eating forks, man. I'm driving you and leaving you in the desert, man. For real.
I just fly back.
Sorry, we spoiled that dude. That kid was, that's in the trailer, though.
Yeah, it's in the trailer.
He was straight up eating a fork.
Yeah, and one thing about that scene that's weird is that...
Don't spoil it.
He had a bunch of eggs.
He had a lot of eggs, man.
Like, I couldn't eat that much eggs.
I could eat a plate of eggs, man.
No, that was a lot of eggs. It was, like, piled up. to like this high.
I noticed that. It was a lot of
big
eggs.
old plate. I couldn't eat that much eggs.
There was a lot of eggs, but they don't explain it because they don't explain nothing in this movie why he had so many dang eggs on his plate.
I don't know. I mean, that might have to do with the alien, him being all. I don't know. Maybe
No, they had to make the eggs for him. You know, he didn't cook it himself.
Yeah, no, but maybe.
Or maybe he did. They didn't show us. We have no idea. You know, it's like, but even the side characters, man. Like the sheriff, I thought he did a good job. The waitress, poor waitress, I thought she did a good job too, man.
Yeah.
What is it? Oh, that's okay. I know what that is. Whew, scared me. We're in a big kind of studio space, and there's people working. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and still stick to my original review, which was to say that it's a misfire for me.
Same.
Yeah, and too bad because it had potential.
Yeah.
Are you excited for any movies coming out?
I guess. What's coming out?
In a couple of days, there's gonna be a big prehistoric monstrous lizard and a bunch of three-headed monsters and all kinds of stuff, and you know, what is that? What's that look on your face? You not excited?
There's a slight smirk and doing that face made my eyes water. So I'm gonna stop doing that. But point is, we seeing that.
Yeah, we're seeing it.
We're seeing that, and
if we go to the
no doubt it's about to be bomb diggity.
If we go to the IMAX, we will come in and we'll do a review of whether you should see it in the IMAX or not.
We're going to the IMAX. But we're going to go see a giant lizard.
Yeah,
fight
we're
some
going to go
dragons.
see Godzilla, King of Monsters. And wouldn't that be funny if this little BRIGHTBURN kid showed up and he started fighting too?
On the good side or the bad side?
He's just probably going to want to kill them all. He doesn't seem to have any allegiances, man. That kid's just evil.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, no matter what, if you were like, hey, man, you gave him $5,000, he'd probably burn it and throw you in the pit, too. Like, this kid ain't.
Yeah, he's not very nice.
Yeah, people who are nice to him, like, crazy nice to him. He's not a good kid.
He didn't completely turn on his dad till his dad shot him in the head. You know? And the mother, he didn't turn on his mother until she tried to stab him. I don't think he would have killed her. I think, you know.
Yeah.
Because he said, you know, I want to do good. And, you know, I think if she hadn't tried to kill him, she might have been able to talk him and channel it differently. You know?
I don't think so.
Oh, maybe.
That kid's destined to be evil. It's his literal destiny, his reason for being there, is to blow up that planet.
Take the world. Yeah, all right. Okay, we had to break away because we were talking about some spoilers for a second. But, okay, so BRIGHTBURN, we liked what it was there, but we wanted more. So that's why we're not wholeheartedly recommending it.
If they made like a remake TV spin-off series or something that had all the stuff we liked about this movie but was longer so it had what we needed from it, then that'd be cool.
Yeah. Probably could. It's fairly inexpensive to make. It's not well, by the end they were, you know, he was, they'd be expensive.
There was
It'd
some
be
expensive,
yeah.
There was some expensive stuff, and it all looked pretty good.
Yeah, it looked good. You know. But okay, well, BRIGHTBURN, like we said,
Yeah. So if you liked our video, you can subscribe and stuff. That's fun. We ain't making money off this, but we'd like to.
That ain't gonna happen. But I think
possible.
if people like BRIGHTBURN, and there's some people that really love this movie, they're probably not gonna like what we have to say
Nothing
about
against
it.
you for really liking this movie. There's stuff in this movie
I can understand why
but
they would like the movie. It's just that I needed some more. That's all.
I can understand both sides because
Right.
I'm on both sides.
Right.
There's
Okay.
a lot to like and there's a lot to dislike.
Right. Well, no, there's not a lot to dislike. There's just not. It's not there.
Yeah.
It's like half a movie. It's just not there. You know.
Yeah. If they had just
I didn't dislike anything in the movie. It's just there's not enough there for me.
if
That's
they had
all.
just added more to it, it would have been fine.
This is very weird for me. I feel weird
Same.
saying that, you know, giving this a bad review when it's not a bad movie.
It's a good movie, but
it.
there's just not enough there for it to be a good movie.
It could be a good movie. So yeah, we'll just give it our misfire, but understand that it's kind of an affectionate misfire.
It's weird.
Yeah, a loving thumbs down, if you will. Okay, because it's not horrible. It's just not enough, right?
Yep.
Okay.